we go. Waiting for another 5 tons of clean water. Yeah. The fact that we've allowed our bristle... we need this to get up properly before we can really start playing around. But we're getting close now to the point where our bristle blossom farms will kick back in again. It was lucky that we had enough to go for as long as we did before we needed to worry about it. Now, I would like... is this now a proper room? Yes! Marvellous. I approve. Truly. Morale bonus in there. Let's go ahead and pop down a soda fountain. For this, I'm going to need a bit of power. Not too much. I can easily fit it onto that one line that we've got. I'm going to need a liquid intake pipe for water and canisters of CO2 delivered fairly regularly. 5 kilos per use. That's fine. This will give an extra 4 morale and +1 science as well. So I can just pop that there, for example, and it'll be a marvellous. Let's go ahead and use... Well, let's not use copper, actually. I don't have much of that. Overheat temperature -20. Maybe not, then? Go with that. First and foremost, look up some power. Secondly, bring over the water. Straight up. It's clean water, so it should be fine. And we're good. Golden, in fact. And whilst everyone is here, how breathable is the air in here? Again, CO2 down here again. I really need to set up the airlock. Honestly, the airlock is the problem, is because CO2 is getting in through the airlock. I think that'll probably be one of the next things I really do work on. We'll see. But I wouldn't mind a bit of art. How about a nice, big, beautiful... we don't have anything particularly awesome there. That's a shame. Marble block, perhaps? You know what? No, we will go with metal blocks. And it's not like decor goes down from this one. Go get a couple of those popped around. You can even fit in a blank canvas if you particularly want. Want to make this place absolutely gorgeous, if I can. Once the 5 tons in here are ready to move, we will probably start farming our bristle blossoms again. And I'm really going to be happy to have gone back to that. No, I haven't fixed the airlock. I've been working on other things, Anctus. I fixed power. We're now dealing with petroleum generators. We've got some glass so that I get some more recreational items. I've built a little steam room there, though that was fairly recent, that one. We've set up an enormous natural gas geyser, and it is now active, producing natural gas. Starting to fill back up again. It's been a while. Slowly working through all of our reserves. Okay. Beautiful. Masterpieces. Let's have a look at the decor. Bloody gorgeous. I think you can all appreciate that this is, in fact, one of the best places you could possibly be. I approve enormously. At this point, we're just oversaturating this with decor, but it's fine. And here, total decor 120, same down. Oh, actually, no, total decor was down a little bit, but over here, the total decor is 110 because of these bloody things. Hopefully, these the statues will help a little bit, but they do pull things down just a tad. The graveyard needs more beauty items. Okay, well, I'll see about getting something set up in a moment. There we go. Starting to get this up towards the 1,000 mark. What kind of beauty items do we want? I mean, I could put some metal statues, I guess, instead of these ones. Sure. Okay. You can have some lead statues as well. And maybe, I guess I could possibly put some really nice flower pots too. I could make some diamond flower. You can't say better than that. I know I'm using diamond in this anyway. Okay. Diamond for the lost, but always remembered. Need to make sure that Belial is in high spirits. But my lord, really? Really? My goodness. Do you feel no shame? Let's get all of this cleaned up. There we are. Oh, not their food, though. If you can call it food. Hopefully, we're going to start seeing this moving around very soon. Yeah, we're almost at the 1,000 mark, and we've barely emptied out. Oh, actually, we're already accepting more? Really? Well, wow. It's gotten to the point that the germs are not multiplying fast enough. Like one food poisoning germ, but it instantly dies. There isn't enough food poisoning germs to go around. Wow. There's so few food... I mean, the food poisoning germs are now starting to stack up. There we go. But for a time, there were so few food poisoning germs, it was too dilute. And that the brief time that it was moving through that pipe killed off what was remaining. That is glorious. In every way. There we are. And plenty of water now in all of our bristleberry farms. Right, okay, so at this point, what's the temperature over here? Let's have a look. 26. We can easily have Mirthleaf. Well, actually, let's not have Mirthleaf because I've already got Mirthleaf. Let's have Briar Seed. Spore Kid Seeds would probably be more thematic, you know, zombie plants above the dead, but, well. Tis what tis, I guess. There we are. 120 to core, all the way through. Perfect. Absolutely gorgeous. 120, 120 all the way down. Not so much here because of the plants. so mean. Snowfoot's outfit is so bad. Oh my lord, why are you even here? You offend the other colonists by your very existence. Can I make some really nice suits? Can I set up a textile place? I should probably be able to do that. Textile loom. Let's get a textile loom. Please and indeed, thank you. Make some people some better clothes, shall we? Oh, there we are! Ah, oh, fantastic. Manu is having a good time. Soda filled. Okay, well, I strongly expect to see people with crazy high morale now. James, let's see about getting you astronomy. There we go. And we'll pop you into the astronomy hat. And then going to get you some carrying. There you go. Snowfoot, you can get construction. Then a bit of extra strength. Yeah. And Manu, do you need anything else? No, not really. Oh, Longhoff, you need exosuit training and some improved tidying. With the fee, you're good. My lord, Peachy Keen, you've got so many abilities. Robert Owen has probably got exactly the same sort of thing. Except for grilling, because you can't have it. You truly wanted to be a tinkerer, but I denied you. I'm sorry. Yeah, peeps have got like 33. It's marvellous. Decor's a bit low. Terrible meal. Unfortunate. But washroom, showered, interested skills learned, 5 shift break, nature reserve, great hall, sunkissed. Yeah. Peeps are reasonably happy with their current situation. Now, as far as food, I will probably be keeping a ranch of shub bowls to try and manage that. We'll see. But that's my plan at the moment, is to use shub bowls to manage it. Now, we are starting to accrue more and indeed more plastic, thanks to my Dracos. I kind of need to kill off the excess, really, but it feels bad, man. Everything is going okay so far. So, the next thing we want to do is finish off our steam room, I think. Yeah, I would say so. I'd say this is the next focus for us, to get a reliable means of managing heat in the colony. Now, since we're not going to be dropping anything in here, this is just purely going to be a basic steam room. And by basic, I mean that it's just going to deal with water and that's it. I don't think we need to worry too much. But what I can do at this point is use petroleum as my coolant. Now, that's a big upgrade over what we had previously. Like a huge upgrade, actually. And so to that end, we will be feeding the petroleum in to the cooling loop. I'm not really sure what we're going to be using the cooling loop for yet. Like what we're specifically going to be cooling. But obviously, this is the input of the heat, and this is the output of the heat. One of the obvious ones is to cool this, I guess. But realistically, I want that cooling loop to be doing a lot more work than just that. The current cooling loop we've got is all over the place. Oops. I just, it's my wake-up alarm going on. It's all over the place. It's such pipe spaghetti. It's painful. But it's doing a good job of what it's doing, honestly. Though the other thing we could do is we could honestly just cool the ocean. we could just reinvest all. Just start cooling this back down. It's gotten too hot. Let us cool it. Solar panels. I suppose the next big thing is to literally get into space for us, though. But yeah, I would rather remove this as my source of cooling. I could simply have this hook this up to the cooling loop instead of running it through here, and that would be good enough for me. I think that might be what we do. We're just going to replace this. That one is actually having to kick in every now and then, though. Degrees, going back out to 26. Wow. That certainly does need to be cooled down a bit. Is it possible to freeze the giant lake? Oh no, absolutely. It's 100% possible to freeze that lake. Yeah. Yeah. Could totally do that. If that was the goal, we could relatively easily do that, in fact. It's not so much... like, at this point, we've effectively got infinite power. So... We've got nothing that would really stop us from doing it. It's just time. New principles? Sure, I'll take the golden amalgam. I won't say no. But I would like to improve the cooling. I really would. How we're going to go about doing that... honestly, my reluctance is just how much time it's going to take to do. But it is something that we need to do. Before we get to that, though, I do feel that it's probably wise if we get another hatch ranch going. So, let's get that on the go. How many tiles do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This point will bring it all the way down. I'll be honest, at this stage, I'm not particularly certain about the reason for having this isolated. Thermally, that is. But since I've already started doing that, I may as well continue. Oops, I put that in the wrong place. Go. The other nice thing about the hatch ranch design is that it's got an awful lot of storage that I can make use of. And that's pretty good. Aavak, would we want to have 2 aqua tuners in the steam room? So we match the amount of heat transfer possible in the current cooling setup. We could do. Yeah, we can definitely have 2 separate aqua tuners in this, so that we can take very warm coolant and cool it down rapidly. So we'd move on to this from one to the next, depending on whether it was able to cool it down enough. At that point, you could absorb an awful lot of heat quickly. Is the new hatch ranch 1 tile narrower than its neighbor? Let's see. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, yes. So it is. Thank you very much for catching that, Bilal. Thank you very much for catching that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Thank you. That would have been annoying. Incredibly annoying, in fact. There we go. All done and sorted. Well, Belial just rescued a lot of people in the comments on YouTube from having an awful time. Awful. There we go. That should be all taken care of relatively quickly. We are out of power on things? Oh, it's because I just disconnected it. Oh, I had a panic then. I was like, what? No, how? Why? No, it's okay. Ah, whew. My lord. Right, okay, we want snazzy suits. What do we require for snazzy? 4 reed fiber. I think we can make snazzy suits. How many snazzy suits do we have on our colonists exactly? Does anyone truly have a snazzy suit? You know what? I could just make loads. I don't think it matters. Let's go ahead and make... I think we've got 12 people. I don't believe we've got more than... Oh, we'll just make 8. Snazzy suits for now. Begin the production of the snazzy suits, please, and thank you. Good night, Aavak and Tapperlings. My energy is getting kinda long in the tooth, so I'm gonna be off. Good luck with the rest of the stream, however long that ends up being, and thanks for this thus far. Oh, you're more than welcome, mate. Thank you so much for dropping by. It was a pleasure having you here. An absolute pleasure. Also, ha ha ha, filthy fee. You're trying to add another death to the counter, aren't you? I am on to you, you scallywag. Get out of it. What? Oh, you can't dig that. Fair enough. There we go. Out you get. Hooray! Get these in there. Get one of those. A critter drop off. A storage bin. So many storage bins. We'll get those in a moment. Maybe get some of these stairs because they're kind of an eyesore. But yeah, with a base, well, with any base really, you've got so much room. It's never going to be a problem to just rebuild something somewhere else. If for some reason you've designed something and it doesn't quite look the way you want it to, just move it. It shouldn't be an issue generally. Look at that. We're actually now unable to empty the liquid reservoir fast enough. That is amazing to see. All of this completely clean water. How marvelous. Absolutely wonderful. And so many duplicants with very, very high overall happiness. Right, let's go ahead and build an automatic dispenser about... well, I would have liked to have built it here, but that'll do. We'll put it there instead. We're going to get that on the 7 because I'm going to sweep everything out of here in a moment. Morning, Crazy Trickster. How are you doing? Oh, good night, Lynx. Thank you so much for dropping by. It was really, really wonderful to have you here. I hope you enjoyed the evening. Right. Now, do we have enough steel to make it? We do. Wait. I accept them in this case. So, given that, we're going to need to redefine our setup a tad. This will now come straight across, and if it can't, it'll go down. At that point, this will head down. Yeah, actually, we're not going to cancel these. We do want this one deconstructed. But only so that that can work. There we are. That should be fine. However, the problem now is that each one of these pulls an enormous amount of power. Each one pulls 1.2, so I'm gonna need a part of the power spine to come in here now then. Because this will only carry 2,000. That is the big problem with this, is that if I want to do it that way, I'm going to have two separate transformers. One each, effectively. I can do that. It's not a problem per se, but it is a bit more of a... it is a bit more in the way. Basically, I'd have to do it like this, and have this one going just straight up. So, need those removed. This one cancelled and then removed. And also, this power line made of the same stuff, please and thank you. Ah, running out of it. Okay, well, let's make sure that I've got some more copper being smelted then. Let's make 20. That should be good enough. So, how did you increase the length of the moles? Just asking. No, it's just that I was enjoying myself a lot, actually. I haven't played Oni in a little while, and things are going reasonably well. So, I was enjoying it. Now, I'm going to need a way to top up water in this system. Should it ever get a bit low, I'm thinking. Could I use a storage battery for one instead? Yes, I could make a bit of burst power. That's definitely an option, yeah. Why stop streaming? We haven't had 12 hours yet. Wow. Sanity. Partially. Though that does suppose I had it to begin with, which, you know, some people might call into question, but yeah. It is what it is. Alright, let's set this up. Sweep all. There we go, and I would like everything in here swept. Got some snazzy suits. Big Al, you may have a snazzy suit. Oh. Well. We don't know how many we've got. Clothing. Yeah, we've just got 5 snazzy suits. I'll wait for Big Al to collect their snazzy suit, then we'll move on to someone else. And slowly make our way through it. I mean, we're fine. We can have a nap. You still have to keep playing coherently. Yeah, that is true, yeah. Also, you know, after a certain point, no matter how used to it you are, your throat starts to get a little bit tired after talking constantly for nigh on 12 hours. I'm very happy with how things are going. Overall, though, I think the next big thing, finish up a few of the smaller projects, like the hatch ranch over here. Then move on to getting probably... I'm thinking the next thing would probably sort out the airlock. That's the next big project that I need to finish.